Golfers Dean with golfallyear.com, and today is another Garmin Approach R10 distance test. This time I'm comparing it on a real golf course using the Garmin Watch. So it's Garmin versus Garmin. I would hit some balls. We hit some balls. My partner and I were a twosome, so we had some time to set up the Garmin Approach behind our shots, hit some drivers. We hit the driver, and then we hit some iron shots also. And we just tested out to see how far the Garmin Approach R10 says that I hit it, or we hit it, and the Garmin Watch. And so what we do is hit the ball, and then we'd go up there measuring the shot, and I would show on my watch what it would say on the watch of how far it was hit. So comparing Garmin to Garmin on a real course, see the distance and see how it compares. So let's take a look. All right, so we were able to get about 9 shots in, not a lot, but we didn't want to hold up the group behind us, and so we were able to measure some shots on a real course. And what we found was that number one, the ball flights were really kind of off. I was very surprised. We had a lot of shots that had kind of a draw to them when they would actually be either a fade or off to the side. It was in particular that the straight shots were right on in terms of ball flight, but some of the other shots seemed to be off in terms of ball flight. Now, we're able to get some that we're able to measure, and what I found was that the Garmin R10 was about half the time was off by about 10 yards. And so it was a little disappointing. It did about half the shots were pretty close, within about 4 yards, but then the other half of the shots tended to be way off. And so it was a little disappointing in terms of the distance. I think it can do a good job of getting your distance if everything is perfect. Now, granted, we were trying to set it up and line it up on the course, and so maybe it wasn't quite lined up correctly, and some other factors, because we were playing around with other groups in front and behind us. So take it for what it is, but it did have some shots that were right on, within a yard or two, under the within 2 or 3 yards, I should say, and then some that were 9 to 10 yards off, and it tended to be short. The R10 tended to be shorter than what the Garmin Watch showed, as you saw. So, give some comments down below if you've hit the R10 and found that it is more consistent. Please let me know. I'm trying to do more tests and to see how accurate it really is compared to launch monitors and other things. But this is kind of an interesting test, actually, on a real course. Not a lot of shots, so not a lot of data there. Because we were playing a real round and trying to keep our score and things like that. So take it for what it is. Comment down below. Appreciate it. We're doing more videos like this all the time. Please subscribe and hit that notification button. Let's keep getting better at golf.